Hello, happy Wednesday. Thank you for joining me here. We are working on the embroidery of the month this week. We got our fuzzles going here. It is using the couching stitch and a little bit of back stitch as well in here. So we're going to continue that tonight. Thank you so much for joining me here. My name is Alyssa Thomas from Penguin and Fish, where we make cute embroidery kits for the beginning crafter. And I'm here every weeknight, Monday through Friday at 8:30 p.m. Central Time. And it's a time that we can relax and craft together for about an hour here. And I work on projects from beginning to end, so you can be part of the whole process along the way. Again, tonight we are working on our embroidery of the month. We release a new embroidery every month, and the third week of the month we work on it together. And this is our fuzzles, a little phrase that we say here quite a lot when I get all the little strings all over me. Those are fuzzles. So we have the fuzzles, and then we also have a Scrappy version too, if that is more your thing. So all right, that is our bundle and our pattern, and we're gonna keep working on this tonight. So thanks again for joining me, everyone. Nice seeing you pop in. All right, hello. Hope everyone is doing well. Oh, I also wanted to let you guys know we have some fun stuff coming tomorrow, and I'm just kind of letting you guys know here. So everyone watching this live tonight will have kind of basically first dibs tomorrow, but we're releasing a few new towels in the shop. So we usually have I'm going to open these up for you guys. We usually have our flour sack tea towels, but we are getting a bunch more like kind of vintage style towels that are really soft and really pretty, and we're making them in like little sets of 2. But we have 3 different kinds, and we weren't immediately able to get as many as we thought, so we have a limited amount. So I wanted to let you guys know here first. We have this cool blue border one, this kind of super vintage, kind of herringbone stitch with the vintage red bar on it. And then we have this really pretty gray check. So just wanted to let you know it's not on the website quite yet, but it will be tomorrow. So you'll have to check the supplies section in the shop tomorrow. We're not actually sending an email out about it until Friday, so I will remind you guys tomorrow as well. But like I said, we only have a couple of each of these, but they're just so, like, they feel like luxurious. They're actually really kind of nice, and especially like this big check just seems cool. I kind of want to do like little embroideries and all the white bits. But anyway, since we don't have that many, we wanted to let you guys know. Oh, the size. I think they're 20 inches by 28 inches, so they're quite big, and they're 100% cotton as well. All of them are. They're just really, really pretty. So anyway, just telling you guys, like, for real, I am just telling you guys, and we'll be sending a post to everyone on Friday, so they will go up tomorrow. It's kind of maybe early in the day or so, and then I will definitely remind just you guys here tomorrow night as well. But then after that, we're gonna let everyone else know. So since we didn't have that many, I thought, yeah, we'll let you guys know first. All right, you guys, I do have my pattern open here on the iPad. And again, that's just so I can see the colors, like the colors of which swirl goes where, basically, at this point. I think I know the stitches. I'm going to zoom down here now, so don't get car sick on me. All right, so here's where we left off. I thought, why not get some stitching on this inside bit done last night? Because it was just, I didn't want to do it all at once. That would take forever. So we're going to be doing that. Oh, I think Kev is asking how much it is. So it's a set of 2, and they'll be $12.95 for the pair. I think that's what it is. Off the top of my head. But yeah, so for the pair of them, it'll be that. But they're just so pretty. I'm really excited to start stitching on them. I haven't done that yet. We just got them in. All right, so, I just kind of caught myself here. All right, we're fine. So I have a little bit of thread left over from last night, so we're going to just start with this back stitching. We're going to start with this U. And when I run out of this thread, I'll start a new thread and we'll do the couching again. So we've been doing the couching stitch this whole time, which basically means we're holding down something else with little stitches. So anything that's not this orange is actually just like a piece of string that's floating on the top, and we're just attaching it. We're like hooking it with all of these little baby stitches. That's literally all we're doing, and that's couching. Yeah, and actually you can couch in all different ways. Like even like on the machine, if you do a zigzag stitch over some yarn or something, you're couching down the yarn with some zigzag stitches. So it's not really the couching stitch, we're doing the act of couching. So we're couching down this fat thread, fat floss, all 6 strands of floss. We're couching down this thick floss with some small stitches. So that's kind of more what we're talking about here. Oh, good. I'm glad you guys are interested. I just, we just thought they were so pretty. And so we ordered some. And then when they come in, we're like, oh my gosh, these are just so beautiful, these tea towels. So I think we want to order more. But with this first batch, we're really pretty limited in what we were able to get. So that's why I wanted to let you guys know first. And then Friday we'll be opening it up to everyone. But or just, if someone happens to pop over there and see it, but you guys will know. And they're not there tonight, but they will be tomorrow. I'm just giving you a heads up. I don't know what time tomorrow, but sometime. Oh, Gretchen says, now I need to suggest a cute embroidery pattern. Well, we may have some that will work just perfectly with it next month, so we'll see. Where'd that term couching come from? Sylvia, that is a fabulous question. I have no idea the history of the term, like, to couch something. Ooh, I'm going to have to dig into that, though. Oh, man, I still have a bunch of thread left. I'm going to kind of end up way over here, and the next letter is way over here, so I don't know. I don't know what I'll do. If I'll just stop stitching after this U, or maybe I'll jump over. If I have thread left over after this U, I'll jump over and start this first Z. We'll use up all our thread versus just chopping it off. Could couching be machine washable if you put it on a dish towel? So I think a good suggestion for that, Linda, would be what we did with this blue one. So you can see all these other ones, we left the edge kind of raw. You'll probably be fine, because you're putting in so many stitches that it would be tough, and there's so many curves and going back on itself that it would be tough just to pull it out, or it'd be tough for it to come out. So you're probably fine. However, if you look at the blue ones, it doesn't have a raw edge like that, and that's because we've tied a knot on the blue on this side and came up through the fabric with the blue before then couching it down. So that option I think would work really well. I guess the only difference I would do is maybe so here I just tied a knot. I would maybe do an away knot. I know we've gone over that a little bit before, where you just kind of, you even start farther away, like you tie the knot here and then bring it up here, and then you'll have like a big excess, but then you can cut that away and weave in that long end later. Then you won't have a knot on the back, and you won't have all this, floppiness. It'll be just woven in more like this. So for a dish towel, you might want that because you'll see the back most likely on a dish towel. So you wouldn't want those knots. But the idea of coming up from the back, you're not going to have that raw edge. So I would maybe suggest doing it that way just to be safe. But again, I think you'd probably be fine with this raw edge way of doing it. And you could leave a little bit, I cut that kind of short. You could leave a little bit longer edge maybe. Oh, Colleen, that's a good point. You could start with the loop method for the couch thread. So to do that, you'd have to actually, instead of using the 6 strands of embroidery floss, you would split it into 3 strands, and then that 3 strands you would fold in half to make your 6 strands, and then you'd have the loop on the one side, so you could loop it around the back before bringing it up. Yeah, you could do it that way. If that makes sense. That was kind of a mouthful of instructions there. That's a clever idea, though. I like that. You'd still have to weave in the other end, which is totally fine. We're going to have a heat wave next week, you guys. I think we're supposed to get up to 40 next week, which is absurdly warm compared to what we've had. I guess in I think Ely, which is over here. Oh, so Kathy knows. So Kathy says couching goes back to medieval times, like the 1070s. Whew, popular in English, France, and Italy. I'm guessing it's became popular because of gold work, where you have like wire and gold and stuff, things that you can't put through fabric easily, but you can use fabric or like thread to hold it to a piece of fabric. I suspect that that's kind of its real origin. I don't know why it's called couching. But yeah, in like Ely, in Minnesota here, I think they had like -50 degrees this past week. Oh God, which is so crazy. And then and that's without wind chill. So they had -50, and I think next week they're supposed to be up to like +30. That is an 80-degree difference in like a week. Like think about that. Think about the 30 being the high of a 80-degree difference. That's insane town. All right, I do have enough thread, so I'm going to jump over here, but it's kind of a big jump for my brain, so I usually don't like making a jump that big. We kind of call those toe catchers. I like that term. I did not come up with that term, but I do like it. All right, so I'm just going to hook it underneath the back of these other stitches first, and then I'm going to jump over there. I probably could have stopped, but I can get a few more stitches out of this thread, so I'm gonna... That was kind of a weird place to start, maybe right on the curve. Fuzzles. Okay, so Teresa's saying, I think it's called couching when you actually attach a doily to a base to frame. Oh, I crocheted a doily and tried to couch it. Finishing makes or breaks it. Oh, yeah. So that is one way to couch. So, like, again, I think the couch is, like, the couching is like the act. So you can couch anything to something else with, like, the little stitches. So, yeah, so you're couching your doily onto, like, a background with some stitches. So that makes sense. Ooh, I've never thought about doing that. That's a good idea, though. I occasionally do like to crochet a doily with super duper fine thread. I use my grandma's pattern that she always used to use. She made a bunch of doilies, and she did like these pineapple edges on it. I just love that design. So I've done lots of doilies using that pattern that she always used, and I've never framed them or done anything with them. I just like making them. So yeah, couching them onto like a background fabric and then framing it. That's a great idea. I like it. I might have to, that might be the way, that might be how I do that. I have one of her doilies, and then I made a doily out of all of her, like, I got all of her leftover thread, like her crochet thread, and I made a doily out of all that using the same pattern, and I want to frame the two of them next to each other. So it's like a series together, like a diptych. But I've never I've never dug into how I would actually accomplish the framing of that. I kind of love the idea. I kind of wanted it to be raised off. There's this, oh gosh, maybe you guys know her. I have her book. Her first name's Meredith. Oh, it's like Willow or something. Ugh, that's not it. But she does these machine embroidery art pieces. Like she'll make a fern, and it'll look like a fern, and it's just made out of thread. It's just kind of crazy. But she frames them she like has these little mounts. I don't know what they are, but they're like, I don't know, maybe they're like specialty framing things or something, but they're little like raised, let's call them some raised nubbins. How about that? And they kind of match the background, like the white or whatever, but then she attaches them to these thread paintings, basically. And they just look like they're floating from the background, and then when the light hits it, you get the shadow and stuff, and I'm just like, oh, that'd be a great way to do it, but I don't know how she does it. Maybe she mentioned it in her book. I did get her book, because her art is just amazing. If I remember, I'll get it out. I know I've shown it here before, and I'd love to try this technique. It shows how she does this. So this might be a good Friday finish, or like the last week project one of these days, is to try that new technique, this thread painting that she does, and I don't know, it'd be cool. Mary, yep, I am using 2 strands for the back stitch. You could up it to 3 strands, or like, if this looks too thin for you, you could definitely up the number of strands. I just thought I'd stay consistent with what I was using for these. I've been on the 2 strands lately, because I do like how delicate the 2 strands are, because the less strands makes a thinner line, and so I've been kind of liking that lately. But I've been, this loop method of starting, man, once I was doing that for a little bit, it was hard for me to go back and do something else. So I've been liking that. It looks like, okay, maybe we're okay. YouTube looked like it freaked out for a moment there. So hopefully we're okay still. All right, this is my last stitch. The one before this should have been my last stitch. I need enough thread to weave in, but we got a lot more done on that Z than I thought with what I had left, so I'm glad I kept going with the next letter here. All right, let's get back to couching. After we're done weaving this in. All right. All right. Got my little needle minder on here today. Okay. So, I suppose we could just start at the top and work our way around this way. That's as good as any, I suppose. So, let's see. This little squiggle is gray. So I'm gonna, got fuzzles flying at me. I am going to grab, if I can find the end here, more of this gray. There we go. Come here. All right, and I think I was going to do the rest of these raw edges. I did the 2 blues. It's just this blue and this blue squiggle are the ones that I kind of tucked in those ends. So those ends are started on the other side here. All these other ones we left like a raw edge. So I thought, all right, the blue can be our to the back ones, and then all the other colors could be like raw edge, I guess. I don't know. That's kind of what I'm thinking. So let's get enough for the squiggle. Ooh, and I think I had, that's right, I have Fuzzles left over. That should be good. Okay, that should be plenty. I think this one's a little shorter. Maybe we can use this one. Still plenty. Excellent. Great. I don't have to use up any more thread. All right, I do need more. Ooh, and I still forgot to bring more of this home. Oh, well. I think I have my one piece. Yeah, I'll have to dig through my scrap bin. I forgot to bring this color home, so I'm using the scraps of this color that I have, and I think this might be my last fold in half bit of it, so I might have to dig for some more today. I most definitely will. All right, let's run this through the end here. This is, I think, especially nice for when you do the loop method, because you're bringing one piece, you're bringing it together to make two, so they weren't living together at the get-go, so they might not want to stay together maybe. So just a little conditioner on there will help hold it together, in theory. That's a thought. All right, I think I'm I'm just gonna take my needle minder off. Since I'm gonna be working up there, I don't wanna get caught on there. I kinda like just, it can hang out there. Oop, there. It can hang out on those scissors. I kinda like it a little off. It's kinda like having a magnetic pincushion. When I'm just on the table like this, if I was working on the couch, I would definitely have it on here. All right, so I'm gonna leave a raw edge here again, and I'm going to leave quite a bit, and we'll trim it down later. Just in case I accidentally pull while I don't have a lot of stitches in yet, then I won't lose it. So I'm going to start out a little bit in from that first bit, because our raw edge is going to hang, and I'm not going to pull all the way through because I need to deal with the loop. I'm doing that loop method again, so I'm going to leave that right there. And let's just cross over to the other side of this line, so we're making a little baby stitch. And we should be catching our top thread there. And now I'm going to go back here and let's pull slowly. And there's our loop from folding it in half. I'm going to just throw the needle in through the loop, and then we can pull tight. There, the loop method of starting, pretty amazing. I do like that. All right, let's get at it here then. All right, I'm on a pretty tight curve here, so I'm gonna do my stitches closer together. Oh, who was it here who was doing their stitching evenly spaced? That looked beautiful. I saw that in the group earlier today. So I'm not doing mine evenly spaced. I'm kind of doing them closer together on the tight curves and then farther apart on the straightaways. You can do it evenly spaced, and it looks really great. Christy says you see couching a lot in medieval Anglo-Norman embroidery pieces, as well as Viking Scandinavian pieces. Yeah, I'm going to have to dig into that a bit more. Before Friday. So Friday, I was going to get some of my kind of, not gold, but like gold-esque wire. My metal wire stuff out that's been sitting in my embroidery case. I would love to give like this gold work thing a try. So I'll do a little research beforehand on that, and oh, Shirley, so Shirley, you posted the image. Is that that's what you're referring to, right? Yeah, that looked freaking great with the evenly spaced stitches. So if you're not digging the like weirdly spaced where I go like close on, you know, like right here they're pretty far apart, whereas on the like these tight curves my stitches are close together, but on these these like straight lines almost, I have them just far apart. If you want them all equidistant, it looks good. There's a sample, Shirley's sample over in the group. Oh, how about the French knot? Ooh, good point. Why don't I just catch the French knot right when I'm here? Good catch. So I'm just leaving the couching for just a moment and doing that French knot. Nothing wrong with that. Your brain doesn't think like that because you want to just continue that line you're working on, but yeah, I can just hop off for a sec and get this French knot. Good catch. I was definitely not going to do that. Like my brain didn't even see that French knot there. So that was good. I had to kind of move this end out of the way. If your line is looking kind of loose, you know, like that last stitch is maybe a little bit loose, you can give it a little tug, and that will, like right when I did that, all of this kind of looked like a nice, like a little nicer arc. Don't do that too much. I mean we have a lot of stitches on now, but if I only had like 2 stitches on and I pulled on it, it'd probably pull out, and that's why I have these long ends. But yeah, you can always kind of just give it a little tug to even it out. All right, now we got this tight curve here. Oh, I love that I was able to use this scrap fuzzle to do this squiggle. Oh, I can still smell that Earl Grey thread conditioner, and it's just yummy. I kind of like those thread conditioners are kind of like stitching with a candle nearby. Like it just changes the mood of the area, the ambiance of the area. Just kind of fun. Let's give it a little tug again, maybe. All right, that's done. I'm gonna just jump over to this French knot. Actually, you know what? Let's throw that needle down for a sec. I am going to trim this right away because this is just going to annoy me, these long ends. So we'll give it like maybe a little longer than before. There, that looks good. And this one, right there. Make sure you don't cut any of your other threads. Cut that one a little long, maybe. Getting picky now, I guess. All right, there we go. Cute. All right, so I want to get this French knot, and then maybe I'll start couching this, jump up into do that X, and then finish. Ooh, and then this French knot here, and then finish. So we'll interrupt this couching to do these other little stitches here, and this is yellow. I'm sure I have enough scraps for this. Here's a little itty bitty scrap. Is this enough? Ugh, it's full of stuff. This might be cutting it close, but I think we might have just enough with this little baby thread. Yeah, just enough. I think I'm going to use this. Yeah, using up scraps. All right, now that I have a plan, I'm going to weave in the ends a little bit to get to here, because that, again, from here to here is kind of a big jump for me. So let's just kind of go like so, I think. There we go. All right, let's get this French knot. Oh, my finger got caught in there. Okay, that looks nice. All right, I'm going to come up And then let's get this guy in place. It's a little, you gotta get a little coordination going right at this first stitch. And I'm gonna make this a little shorter than before because I don't know if I have enough thread, or I have just enough thread. Uh-oh, I think yep. I missed it. Get back in there. There we are. It's a little short there, so I'm gonna hope I don't pull on it accidentally. This one is quick. Oh, let's get that little cross stitch up here. Uh-oh, got a little knot. Ooh, that's an interesting knot. That's not my normal loopy knot. Oh, maybe it is. There we go. Good, that came out easy. That's not fun when that happens. All right, back to our yellow. I'm just pulling this end a little bit. It's looking a little bloopy. Ooh, this thread is just long enough. Hey, Jocelyn. Thanks, everyone, for joining me again tonight. I'm having fun playing around with this couching. I'm feeling like I want to explore it with machine stitching some more. We did that just a hair before, and I think that was just really fun. Actually, I think I have the piece that we did it. Yeah, okay, right behind me. I'll show you some machine done couching. Oh. There, this is remember we did this? This is just like a scrap piece that we were practicing on. But you can see this yarn, it's stuck to here. It's because we've couched it. You can kind of see in here this kind of teal thread color. We have just sewn over, like here you can see it in here, we've kind of sewn over the, oh yeah, right here, sewn over the green yarn with other thread. I actually have a sewing foot that I can put yarn through, like it's got a hole, and I can put the yarn through so it'll line up with the sewing machine needle, and it'll just like stitch right over it, in a sense couching it down. So this thread is couching down the yarn. But doesn't that look cool? So this is like free motion quilting with couching. Oh, and you can see a little bit better here. I tried to couch down some orange floss. Actually, this is the same color floss here. But we did a little zigzag, like a little baby zigzag over it. And so that zigzag stitch is couching down this this orange. But I just love, this is just a practice. We were putzing around one evening, and I just love how it turned out. I'd like to try more stuff like that. So that is couching as well. But yeah, so we've played around it a little bit. Mary's wondering if what we decided to work on next week. So next week is our free week, where we just kind of, sometimes we'll start a new project, like a quick fun project, or if there's a little a little technique we want to explore or dig into a little bit more. He wanted to sit with the other scissors. I think next week we will do. I'll do one more stitch here. We're gonna do more of the Aurafill block of the month. So I have those near me. Remember so I talked about that a little bit. So we have to assemble the block of the month still into a quilt top, and I was gonna put some sashing in, some big fat sashing, like this 4-inch sashing, because I want to make the quilt bigger, and then we're gonna make little blocks for the cornerstones, and I thought it'd be fun to explore a bunch of super basic quilt blocks. A lot of these are used to make larger quilt blocks. So I just kind of drew them down just as I was researching them, just enough for me to know what the heck I was looking at. And we're going through, and we're just going to go through and make every single one of these. I think I needed like 20 or something. And we'll just make every one. They'll all have a piece of gray, and then the rest will use some colors that were in the rest of the quilt. So I think we'll work on that. Let's just try and crank through a pile more of these. I think we can do like 5 of them, or like 4 or 5, especially some of these half square triangle ones. I think those will be close to the same. I think we can maybe at least get 4. Let's shoot for 4. But I think, oh wait, we have a whole week. I'm thinking, oh, maybe we can do like 4 in one day. Okay, I think we're going to crank out a whole pile of them. Yeah, in a week. Let's say we can do at minimum 2 a day. That's 6. Or that's 10, I mean. And I think we can get more than that done. So, oh, I forgot the silly freaking French knot. All right, I'm going to jump back up here. So I think we'll do that. That's still kind of fresh on my brain, and it's a fun little project, kind of exploring those traditional quilt blocks. So I'm excited about that, the idea of only these kind of traditional, like, basic blocks or builder blocks that will be added to other things to make other looking blocks. All right, well, that is that for the yellow. I'm just trying to think of what to do next, because I have not a great amount of my thread here left, but not enough to just cut off. So I think maybe I'll start this next couched area, and when we run out, and I'll just have to find some more. And even if we're in the middle of this squiggle, that's fine. It'll be held down enough until I can find the next. So I think I'm going to actually just come up at my next spot. Is that a pretty big jump? Yeah, I'm going to go in the back so the stitches. There we go. So let's come up about here. And then let's just take a pause. I will trim. I think we'll put you back on here, Cloud, Mr. Cloud. Now that we're kind of not up there anymore, let's trim this yellow. Oh, let me know if you guys, if any of you ordered one of these scissors. So this was the scissors that we kind of did a special on this past weekend. Apparently I had to concentrate. I couldn't talk while I trimmed this. They have that rubber grip, which I know some people, it feels better on their hands than just the metal ruler itself. So we have a couple of those yet, I think. All right, that is gray, and I kind of don't think this is enough. There's actually kind of a lot going on here. We got this first squiggle, and then we got a second squiggle. Oh my god, we might have just enough. We might be cutting it real close here. Usually I wouldn't get this far into it, but I want to make sure I have enough. Ugh, I think I have it. Okay, I think we have enough. I'm going to go for it. Yeah, because then I don't have to use any more, I don't have to cut any more gray. This would be it for the gray. yeah, so this one's gray, this is yellow, and then couching is done, and we gotta just deal with these fuzzles here. Yeah, I think we might get a lot further on this before Friday than I thought. So maybe we can try couching the gold work couching. Maybe we can try that a little bit tomorrow even. All right, so I'm starting with a longer piece just for a sec here, but I think I'm going to pull that. I'm going to pull that like with the first like 3 stitches here. I'm going to pull that shorter because I don't think I have that much. Like I think I'm going to need that. But it's kind of easier to start with it a hair longer. We'll do one more stitch and then I'll give it a little pull. I'm kind of right in the middle of the line. I want to go to the little outer edge of the line. Yeah, isn't this neat? Like these little bitty magnets. I am still looking at getting some really cute needle minders made, and I'm kind of exploring different magnet options. All right, so I'm just pulling this a little. Like I said, I think I'll probably leave it there, but I think I need that extra. I think I need that extra amount, so I want to do it now because if I stitch a bunch, it's going to be hard to pull that through like that. But with the first couple stitches, it's still a bit dangerous. I can still pull it through. All right, wrap around with me this way, guy. Definitely going to run out of this Euro Peach thread color soon here. So I'm going to have to get the old bin of fabric out, or the bin of excess floss that I just have sitting around here. Whenever I'm done with one of these projects here in the evening, I just throw it in that bin. I could put it on bobbins and stuff again and put it in my actual like embroidery floss case with all the bobbins, but yeah, I just have been throwing them in that zipper bin, which you'll see in a moment here because I'm going to need more. So I'll see if I can find any more of this color hiding out in there. If I can't, I would be pretty surprised. I use this color a lot, and I would assume there's some scraps in there. Uh-oh, I think okay, didn't quite pull it out the needle. My pinky got caught on it, and I always accidentally pull the thread out of the needle, eye of the needle, when I have about this amount left. Oh, let's get this French knot first. French knots kind of take up a lot of fabric, or a lot. I keep saying fabric for thread, or floss. They use up a surprising amount of floss, so I want to get that guy in before I get too far. Like right now, if I tried to pull on this thread, it'd be tough to pull it hard enough to get to pull the end out here. This little gray piece around. I don't think we're going to get this whole loop though. I think we're going to run out. I'll definitely need more because we got some zills left. And I was going to bring another skein home today and then forgot, of course. Ooh, we got a pile of snow today though. I thought it was going to be a whole lot more slippery on the way home, but I I was okay, so that's good. I think overall, my stitches are far more even than I thought they were going to be. It's just like these big straightaways where I spread them out, but and like here, yeah, I guess maybe they're not. But like this one, I feel like they're all kind of equidistant, but it's a pretty curvy piece, so I'm doing more stitches on the curves. Oh, we got the little cross stitch there. I would love to get that in with this thread. I think maybe I can do this cross stitch and then we're gonna have to call it on this thread. And I think I might have just pulled it out. Oh, no, good. Ugh, there I almost did. All right, let's give this a little tug to clean it up a little bit. Get this cross stitch and I'll weave in the end and we'll have to search for another piece. Finish that guy up. I think we can probably still get all the couching done tonight. If I can find the right color. I'm sure somewhere in this house I have this color if I can't find it right now. But I'd be surprised if I couldn't find it. All right, ooh, so I remember that the needle, where the needle is. Ooh. Okay, let's do a little scavenger hunt here. Here's my little bin of excess thread somewhere, and I have like I have ball winders in here too because I like making pom poms out of these. So like here's one of the pom poms we made out of. We tried to do a little rainbow here, and I'm not sure if it was totally successful, but a rainbow in a cloud sort of. But this is all from excess floss. So when this gets too big, I start making pom poms because I just think these are so fun. But yeah, I must. Oh, here's another. Oh, I think I see some. Ugh, these are just getting all tangled in here. Well, whatever. Right here is some of it. How much of it do I have? Yeah, hardly any. Not enough to really do that method, the fold in half, the loop method. Well, it's weird. Little paper in there. Ooh, here's some more. How much do we have here? Oh, good. This we have a good amount. Good. We're safe. Let's get that like 40, that where I folded in half, that it's the 24 inches or so. Ugh, we got just a knot here. Maybe I'll just pull all of this out. This is what happens in this bin. I just get a pile of crazy. Ha! Got it. All right, good. This is the same. It's the same, I think. Good. Oh, get back in here. Bye, ball winders. All right. This is maybe a little long. Yeah, this is a little bit more than I want. Yeah, we're going to do it this long, though. So let's try and get one strand out of here. That's sometimes difficult on these long pieces, but let's see. Oh, not hard at all. There we go. Easy. That was super easy. All right, I'm going to fold it in half, and we'll get right back into it here. It's going to be a longer piece than I normally stitched with, but that's just how long it was. Sylvie says it's time to make pom poms. I know that case is getting pretty full. I could start just putting it on bobbins too, I suppose, but I don't know. I like making the pom poms. Those are fun for presents and stuff. If we start now, I'll have a bunch for the holidays again. All right. I'm going to start with the loop method again. All right, about here, I'd say. Loop on through. All right, back in business. We're almost done with this gray. A few more stitches, then just the yellow. And then we got the zulls left. That's right, forgot about that already. That'll take a little bit of time. So we'll dig into that tomorrow more, but I don't think that'll take all day tomorrow, or the whole time tomorrow. So I will go find my gold wire stuff, and I'll do a hair of research on gold work, and we'll see if we can do something like that tomorrow. Play around with that once we get the zulls finished. All right, one last stitch here, I think. And I had more gray than I thought I did, so that's good. I didn't have to worry at the beginning. I think I might just get this little French knot that's here. Alright, and I think I might just jump down like where the start of this guy might be before parking my needle up there and doing my little trimmy trim. I think I might actually use this scissors here because this can get in here a little bit easier. Okay, and right here. Cute! Alright, yellow. Yes, yellow. Do I have any other little flakes of yellow? It doesn't look like it, so yeah, we're cutting a new piece here. Alright, that should be plenty. Alright. Oh, that's right, I already have already started here. Just a reminder, I'm going perpendicular to wherever the line is at the point. If you don't go quite perpendicular or 90 degrees to your line, it can start to jog, like make a stair-steppy look to your arcs. So I'm always trying to stay like 90 degrees to the line. Ooh, get in there. just started going like in relaxing mode here. I'm starting to ease into just the chill out mode of this. It's always nice when that happens. Oh, Patty, I love that idea. Patty says that this would be a pretty way to sign a finished quilt. Ugh, I love that. Or like even on like a baby quilt, you could, or on anybody's quilt, you could like write the front of the quilt. You could write like a whole message like this or something. Ooh, I like that idea. I'm gonna have to think that one through a little bit. I love that idea. I wonder how it would work like on a sweatshirt or something. If you could, like, I'm curious how well the couching would hold up with like really aggressive wear, like a sweatshirt. Because that'd be an easy, because sweatshirts and t-shirts and knit stuff in general are not like the easiest thing to stitch on. Any knit fabric, it's just difficult. The needle doesn't want to go through easily, and it's sometimes hard to pull through, and then it stretches too, so it's a whole pile of crazy. But with couching, you could get like a pretty bold line, cover a lot of ground quickly, and I still think, you don't have huge loops on the back or anything, so I don't think it would catch on anything. Now I want to give that a try. Catherine says, now we need a full alphabet. Wouldn't a couch, like a nice swirly alphabet, be so pretty? I'm going to have to, now I want to play. I want to give that a try. Maybe we do give that a try. Maybe there's enough time tomorrow to play around with some of that gold work idea. And maybe we do have a little time to try writing a name or something. That could be fun, just to see how it goes. We could just write it in cursive right on the fabric here, and then just go right over it. That kind of sounds like fun. So yeah, maybe we'll zip through these next little bits here. I think between Thursday and Friday we could probably putz around with both ideas, the gold work and writing a name. That'd be fun. Alright, last stitch on the couching. Did I forget any like French knots again? I don't think so. Good. I think I'm also going to just, well, I ended here. Yeah, I think I'm going to just work my way back up through the backs of the stitches and jump up and start this S. I have plenty of thread left that I don't really want to waste. And with the loop method, unfortunately, it's not the easiest to start and stop, because if I cut this and want to start somewhere else, I don't have my loop anymore, right? So that's kind of a downfall of the loop method. So we'll just go in the backs of the stitches, and I'm going to just jump up, and we'll go from the S back this way. So I'm just going to go far enough to get a stitch in. We'll go right there, and I want to trim these ends. Cute. Yay, all the couching is done. I think that turned out super pretty, all that couching. Ugh, I love just the little speckles of orange holding everything down. I think that's neat. So I guess it looks like it is 9:30, so I suppose that's a great place to stop then. So yeah, I want to crank through this as fast as I can. I think it will take quite some time still yet tomorrow, but we'll get through this text, and I'll get the gold thread out. Not really gold thread. Whatever this metal is that I have, and we'll come up with something fun for that. Maybe we can do a combo piece. So like, what if maybe it's like the start of a book cover. I'm just thinking here. So like if we have a book cover that will eventually like fold over the edges, like so, we could do like the metal thread we could just do in like stripes, maybe like making like a pinstripe of from the wire. Some of it I might be able to move, but probably not all of it. Some of it might just have to be straight. So we can try couching those down and then get the edge folded over, so we can sew the edge. But then we could write a name on the same piece maybe. Or we have like some threads going this way and then a name and then some more threads. I don't know. Something. But I like that idea. We could kind of combine those two ideas and do a little project here. All right, well, for now, we will end it with these little Fuzzle Fuzz right here. Okay, so I'm loving how this turned out. We got all that couching done a bit earlier than I thought, so that was nice. A speedy little deal, that couching. And yeah, we'll finish this guy up easily tomorrow. And we'll get some of that fun fancy thread out. I'm pretty stoked for that. That'll be neat. And I'd still like that name thing. So we'll explore all those things. That'll be neat. Oh, just another reminder, since I'm only telling you guys here, I'm not announcing it anywhere, not even in the group. I'm just letting you guys know. We have those towels, those new tea towels that are just so pretty. I think you guys are going to love them. That will go in the shop tomorrow. So we don't have that many, and that's why I'm letting you guys know first. So you kind of have first dibs. We have that check. We have that like vintage stripe. And this kind of blue check around the edge here. So they're all 100% cotton. I think they were like 20 inches by 28 inches. So good size. We're selling them in pairs. So this is two of the same kind. Then you have a set. We thought that was kind of nicer than just one. So they're in pairs, matching pairs, and they will be in the shop tomorrow. So I'm letting you guys know first. I will, if we have some left tomorrow evening, I'll also let you guys know, just you here. And then on Friday, we'll be telling everyone in our newsletter. So just a heads up. Letting you know here first. We have some limited supply on some of those. So, all right, so check your email. Oh, no, it's not an email. So check the website tomorrow. Otherwise, I'll remind you guys in the evening if there's some left. So, all right, have a fabulous rest of your evening, and I will see you tomorrow here at 8:30 p.m. Central. Stay warm. All right, see you guys later. Bye.